Holy moly, we start off with 500 bit donation from Duncan already? 500 bits secret scam. Thank you so much, Duncan. Welcome in. How are you doing today? And welcome in, Jimmy. Sliver Hype. How are you doing? Yeah, we're going to be starting a evil Iron Man run, continuing our party. This is the No Caster party. We're doing the Secret of Silver Blades remaster that I released, I don't know, a month or two ago. Let's see how this party does. But yeah, thanks so much, Duncan. I really appreciate that. 500 bits. Nice. Very generous. I think I have save game A I have to load here. Let me see if this is right. Yeah, it looks like we applied Jimmy's level up. Oh, and I do want to fix this. So I did make a tweak. So this girdle's only going to give 20 strength, the one from Curse. So I'm going to force it down to being weaker right now. So that I'm not using a strong version. Let me do that. Who was that? Duncan. So he's the second character. I just have to find which one is the girdle. Looks like item 42. We're going to make it stone giant strength equivalent. Okay, let's see if that works when I re-equip. Where is it? There we go. 20 strength. All right. That's more like it. Still really good. Okay, was there anything else I was going to do? I guess we should go identify that. I gotta fix these two. I already fixed the bug, but didn't correct my item names. Okay, let's see. He has 2 wands Ice Storm. Let's share the love. Let's see, Jimmy. Yeah, he didn't have a wand. At least not a wand of Ice Storm. So he can keep that. Okay, cool. All right, we are ready to get going. Let's see, save. Hey, Mr. Spock, welcome in. How are you doing? It says, poor Kiffer playing Battletech, lol. I think I watched your review of that. Yeah. Is he enjoying it or is he not enjoying it? That's what I want to know. Got some hellhounds. Okay. You know the other thing? I don't think the protection of from Dragon Breath scrolls work properly. I need to research that. I feel like they last forever. You didn't stop in yet? You just saw the list? Ah, okay, gotcha. Well, I hope he's enjoying it. Uh, Frostbrand. Dagger +1, I guess. Oh, I gotta slow down the messages a bit here. Thanks, Mr. Spock. I am doing well. Oh yeah, and I got to decrease this longsword +5 to a +4. Because that's what I've updated it to in Curse. So let me do that. Which character is that? Hang on, let me see who that was. Severb, okay. We're going to degrade that. Let's see. Is it? That's the wrong character. There it is. Okay. Items 22. We're going to make the +4. We're going to change the name. To that. Okay. There we go. +4. It's not quite as strong now. Everybody's invisible. I gotta fix these rings. Okay. Actually, let me alter my order too. Yeah, that works. Let's see if we can find the amulet here. No penetration. It's not just a crocodile, it's a giant crocodile. Arrow pointing east. Hi there, Shadow Walker. Welcome to the stream and thanks for the follow. Oh, whoa, thank you so much for subscribing to Tier 1. I really appreciate that. It says Hill Giants and their pet crocs. Yeah. Yep. You never know what you're going to get in this area. Thank you so much for subscribing to Tier 1. I really appreciate that. It's very kind. Oh, here we go. Yep, this is... I think this is the dragon we want to be fighting here. Attack. Ooh. We do have resist fire on a lot of them, so we didn't take too much damage there. Yeah, he would normally do 44 damage if you don't make your saving throw. We made our saving throw, plus we had the rings of fire resistance. So he didn't do that much. You love this game? Cool. This is my remaster that you can download and play all the new classes, all the new races, get all the new items with all the new spells and rules. This is a party I've transferred from Pool, Gateway, and Curse. So we're doing the fourth one now. Secret. 7,300. All right, we'll take this. I don't care about the platinum. Flail, ring, and wand. Let's have our bard detect here. Even at plus boulders, if you were really strong, you could throw plus boulders. A single ancient red dragon guards the amulet of Eldamar. Okay, I was in the wrong area. Well, we'll find him. Hey, Tim, welcome in. How are you doing? All right, let's see here. Take these. Actually, we could throw a boulder, I think, with Duncan with 20 strength. I think I implemented that. Let me check it. Nope, you have to cast enlarge first, then you can throw it, because then you'll be large enough. He has the strength, but his size is too small. But we don't have enlarge, of course, because we don't have a mage. Okay. You're doing great. Glad to hear it, Tim. Oh, this is where a gate has been. It's not been cleared. Yeah, I don't know if this is supposed to open or if it opens once we get to clearing the what's it called? The garden area. I'm not sure. Okay, we're going back here. I am doing great, Tim. Thanks for asking. We'll just wander around aimlessly until we find something we want. Red shape flies by overhead. Green ceiling, we're in a different area. The urge to pull out graph paper and start mapping is strong. Yeah. Yep, we definitely did that back in the day, didn't we? Mr. Spock says, refresh my memory. Is there any situation in the series that causes permadeath other than old age? Yes, if your constitution gets too low. Short sword, magic short sword, I'll be darned. Okay. It's probably just a +1 based on how little experience we got there. The other way, in my games, if you try to raise dead or resurrect and you fail the resurrection check based on your constitution, you can die permanently from that. Also, the disintegrate spell will permanently destroy you, or what's even worse is if you flee from combat when some of your party members were down, they will disappear from the roster. So they won't even show up here, so you can't even get their items. That's the worst. And that is active in the original games. Minotaur, I'm going to allow him to flee. Yeah, I added some nice wrinkles. Yep. That's how you're supposed to play. That's the real rules. And in my games, there's also the ability to get mazed. If you get sent to a maze and you run, when combat's over, you leave your mazed party member behind. He's also going to show up. His status will show up as in another dimension, and you can't get him back right now. I do plan on implementing the uh, dimension travel type spells to potentially get him back, but I haven't done that yet. I did implement some of the psionic ones, I think, that travel faster, but I need to do it where you can enter some of those planes and leave when you want. But until then, you can't get those guys back. Decapitated. Duncan says, so when Jimmy's goons find the party members left behind and take all their gear to resell in the shop. Mr. Spock says, LOL, I should say you added some nice rules as written. No, not Dimension Door. Like astral travel type stuff. There's different planes in D&D. The astral plane, ethereal plane, there's elemental planes. And there's different spells that allow you to travel to those planes and come back. But if you get stranded there and you don't have a spell to get out of there, you're basically like just lost. Military pork. It's not going to be magical though. Shadow Walker says, what classes are you using? We have a barbarian, a fighter, a bard, a fighter assassin, acrobat, and a monk. This is all non-casters. The bard gets druid spells, so he does have a few of those, but for the most part, we don't really have casters. Barbarians don't tolerate casters at level 1, and I started this party in Pool of Radiance. I think they can tolerate clerics and druids at level 2 or 3 somewhere, but they won't tolerate magic users till like level 8. So I'm like, I'm not going to do any casters because I want to have a barbarian. We're doing an Iron Man run, so they're doing really well. Mr. Spock says, yeah, I know about astral planes. I've never looked into spells. Interesting. Yeah, there's spells that allow that. And the druid can, just as a natural ability, can travel to different planes too. Like when he casts his plane travel type spell. As he gets higher level, he can do different types of elemental planes and stuff. Decapitated bugbear. Poisoned with class C poison. He's already going to die, so that doesn't help us. Monk is a good sniper. His bonus damage. Shadow Walker says, I forgot about the rule about barbarians and mages. Yeah. Yeah, I implemented everything according to the real rules. Define an unearthed arcana, and if not in there, then player's handbook and DM guide. Are we going in a circle here? I think we are. Ah, Neo Otioke. Let's fight him. He's a good one to poison because he's got high hit points. Barbarian is a bad mofo, Mr. Spock says, in a good way. Gold box Gary Gygax edition, exactly. The way first edition is supposed to be played. Shadowwalker says, at least you won't be using lightning bolt in an enclosed space. Yeah. I can't use wand of lightning. I can use wands of ice storm and fireball, but not lightning. Lightning is for magic users and illusionists only. Actually, that's not true. I do have a javelin of lightning. Duncan still has it. So we could hit ourselves one time because we have one javelin. All right, this time we're going to go right. Escort back town? No. Let's go this direction. Yeah, Javelin of Lightning. 11 flee, yes. Door is covered with frost. A wall of ice blocks the door. Okay. We are on the very far north east side of this maze then. There's a cute little Otioke. Still gotta fix the direction of those arrows. Nothing. Mr. Spock says, is there a spell you implemented that has been the most fun for you to play with? Are you asking to develop or to actually just cast? Hey, Jixer, welcome in. How are you doing? Yeah, Stinking Cloud is the best spell in the original game, Shadowwalker says. It is indeed very strong. In my edition, based on the rules that Gary has for the spell, it's actually been buffed and nerfed. Some of it actually got a buff to it, and then it kind of got a nerf at the same time. So it probably averages out to still be just as strong. Oh, here we go. We made it. Okay, good. Let's... Oh, yeah. Okay. We gotta do these fights here. Mages and soldiers come charging from the south. The will is ours, they cry. We're going to duck. Let them fight each other. Mrs. Speck says maybe both. Man, that's really hard to say. I would say... Oh, there's so many spells I added. Let me think for a minute. Um... I've got like a list of 10 in my head. So it's really hard for me to limit it to one. I'll just go with a spell that I like casting because it gives you so much flexibility is Demi Shadow Magic, the illusionist spell, 6th level. You get like 6 or 7 options that you want to cast that from. So that's super fun. Wall of Thorns is fun. Solid Fog, any of the new cloud or ground-based spells that you can manipulate enemies with is fun. Darkness type stuff's really fun. Watching the enemies try to figure out how to get out of the darkness and stuff. As far as implementing, I feel like there was one spell I had to... Well, Reincarnation took me a long time. That took me about a week because of all the different things, and I had to implement all the different life forms. There were some that did not exist. I had to create my own icons, and that's probably been the most challenging one. So I know that's probably not a great answer, but that's about the best I can come up with. Mr. Spock says, for me, I love what you've done with Charm Monster. Yeah, where you can bring the monsters with you for a while. Yep. Yeah, that drastically improves that. Forgot about all those reincarnations. That was really cool. Yeah, you could come up with, you could have a really fun, cool party with that. But I mean, even spells like Animate Rock can be a lot of fun. Where you just have a giant boulder in combat that you can control completely. Maze is fun. There's no saving throw to Maze. So you could just cast that on any type of enemy and push them out of the battle while you fight. And even something like Pass Wall is fun. You could pass right through walls like Bard's Tale now. You have that. Wow, what the... Okay, Necklace of Missiles. But it has it all spelt like that. I need to fix that. That was probably a randomly generated one that the priest had. Let's see. Necklace of Missiles. And then there's weird spells like, I think it's called Eye Bite. The illusionist spell. Holy moly, this is a lot of magical stuff. You get a ridiculous amount. And Secret Silver Blades. Oh, and there's a magic user scroll there. Okay. Sell it. Mr. Spock says, what is amazing and scary too is that the enemies can use all these against you. Yes. Yes. And I love when it uses something that I did not expect and did not predict. That's super fun. Or a psionic when you run across a human. That's very, very, very rare. But when you run across a psionic that starts using it against you, that's a lot of fun. I'm like, wait a minute, what just happened? And then it's like, oh, he was a psionic. Hey, Lockpick, welcome in. How are you doing? What is grammar to a master of the arcane? I'm gonna allow these guys to flee. Let's go open up this portal here. I think I can do that now. Yeah. It takes us back to town. I want to go ID this stuff real quick. Duncan says, rare my fanny. I faced 3 of them in a single battle in pool once. Really? Wow, that's some bad RNG. It's extremely rare. That's pretty funny. Don't need the flail. Let's see what this ring is. Protection +2. Another. Oh, wand of fireballs. Nice. Kind of. Bandit mail +2. No, don't need it. Bad luck lottery. Yeah. Wand of Ice Storm. Holy moly. We have a lot of great wands ready for us, which is fantastic for this party. Okay, so the necklace of missiles is when it was unidentified. I'll get that fixed offline. Okay. There's some really good druid spells too, which is cool. Creeping Doom. If you can get a druid to get that spell, level 7 spell, that's a crazy good, amazing one. Shadowwalker says nothing for the magic pet rock. There's magic stone. You can cast that. It's kind of lame, but you can do it. Let's get rid of this extra junk. Okay. Yeah, let's go by the vault. Getting good item drops, Mr. Spock says. All right, item-wise, I probably have items I can put in here too. Another mace +3. Still carrying around the hoop pack. Guess we'll keep those for now. Mr. Spock says, I'll be looking through the spell list tonight for fun now. Yeah, there's so many. I think I've added in at least 200 spells. Still have this shield +1/+4 versus missiles too. I don't know if I'll end up using that. Just keeping some things. I do have item damage turned on. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's turned on because it was destroying enemy stuff. Let's see, sling +1. Actually, I'm going to give that to Sever. Okay, Zomble. There's the one of lightning I can't use. Deposit it. I still don't remember what this blue one does, the ion stone. Okay. The monk's limited with items, so he doesn't have many on him. Okay, looks good. Yeah, this is a remaster Shadow Walker. I have the decompiled code. Someone had decompiled Curse of the Azure Bonds from assembly to C#, and they just had the base game. So I took that, and I'm a software developer, so I built on top of the Curse of the Azure Bond engine all this stuff. So it's the original Curse engine expanded to the max, like way beyond what the engine could handle. And now I've remade 4 games with it. Full Radiance, Gateway of Savage Frontier, Secret of Silver Blades, and Curse of the Azure Bonds. And then I'll be working on the next set. I'm hoping to do all of them, but I just keep adding more spells and fixing things that SSI didn't do right according to original rules. And all the classes are in, including all the Dragonlance classes, which can be enabled. I'm wrapping up Tinker, which is a class that did not exist in the Dragonlance games. For good reason. I mean, it's a really complex class and tricky to implement, but that'll be a fun difference. Yeah, you can buy a Yellow Canary. I did have to re-implement that, but no, I didn't get one right now. Thank you. Lockpick says, shame we can't tape wands to our heads and use them like Wolverine does his claws. Or make a staff with a wheel with slots to insert wands. See, Lockpick, it sounds like the Tinker class is perfect for you. The Gnome Tinker. That's what you need to be. If you play this game, enable Dragonlance classes and make just a party of Gnome Tinkers. You can invent all kinds of weird mechanical devices. Red dragons. Oh, boy, am I glad that I have rings of resist fire here. It's going to be painful. Hey, Vet Ghost, thank you so much for the raid and welcome in. Let me give you a shout out here. What were you streaming? Thank you very much and welcome in, Raiders. Let us know what you were streaming and what you normally stream, Vet Ghost. I am playing through my remaster of Secret of Silver Blades. This is an evil party. We're doing an Iron Man run. I don't know if you can hear me, but Ghost, hopefully you can. Let's backstab. 52 damage. Poor little hatchling. Shadow Walker says core memory from this game was being excited to a character, a pet canary, then it died. I was very young. Oh yeah, that is sad. You're like, wait a minute, what happened to my canary? Okay, we killed him. Let's rest. You know, I should probably do resist fire if there's anybody that doesn't have it for the big dragons here. We're going to allow those to flee. This is not a good place to rest. Tell you what, I think I'm just going to use some potions. That's not what I wanted to do. Looks like I got a little graphics glitch here too. Make a note. Using a potion item menu showing the map graphic after use. Okay. Should be good enough to do this. Let's do a bark skin. Put that on Severb. Let me check and see if anybody does not have resist fire. Yeah, Zomble and Jeff. So we'll be fighting medium dragons next here. They didn't want to breathe. I'm fine with that. There's the breath. They've been injured though, so their breath attack does less damage. Okay. Now we got the big one. The big one. Puny creatures. He breathes. That would have been 88 damage right there. Without resist fire. Well, we made our saving throws. So it would have been 44. And he's killed. That's a lot of money. Let's see. Bracers, a potion, and a longbow. So for those that don't know, I implemented this from this screen analysis where you can view your saving throws, all bonuses, all skills you have. And I implemented anti-penetration based on the type of armor you're wearing and the weapon being used. So you can come in here and see. So certain types of weapons do better against certain types of armors. You can also see your I implemented speed factor on the weapons. So you can see here the sword of sharpness is 5 segments, and in first edition AD&D you can dual wield only 2 types of weapons, a dagger or a hand axe. So we have a hand axe equipped in the offhand here. So we have 9 total segments of speed factor loss there. But you can come in here and see all this stuff, which is cool. So like you can see, a hand axe does pretty bad against plate mail. It's -2 to hit. And full plate's -4. But what made me think of that, and oh, here's the weapon proficiencies. So you get those as well, which impact your, how well you do with a weapon. But like longbows, what's interesting about them, they actually have a higher penetration ability than composite longbows. So composite longbows will shoot farther, but they actually do worse against the heavier armors like full plate and field plate. So longbows are superior with that. So I wonder what kind we found there. Shadowwalker says, I remember freaking out because that dragon was 4 squares big. Yeah. Yeah. And then actually I don't remember which one it is, but there's actually 6 tile dragons later on. That's probably how big they really should be, some of them. Yeah, I'll give it some gems. Okay. No, I don't care about the journal entries because we kind of know where we're going. No, you don't get any more gems. It gets greedy. It's a greedy fountain. 6 tile red dragon. Yeah, there's others than just the red one too. There's like a white one. Maybe a blue one that's bigger too. Started in Pool of Darkness with Thorn. Yeah, that makes sense. Duncan's regenerating. Okay. Let's go back to town. How close are we to level up? Oh boy. The Barbarian's about 500,000 experience away. 400,000, I guess. Duncan the Fighter's only about 50,000. Is that right? Yeah. Severb, he's only about 50,000 away for the Bard. Jimmy the Fighter Assassin, he's another, well, his is going to be divided by 2, so he's about 100,000 away. Well, and actually Duncan, because he's capped here with this asterisk, it'll take him twice the amount, so he's about 100,000 away. Let's see, Zomble, 120,000 roughly. And the monk's the one that I'm really excited about. As they get higher level, they just get so good. So he's about 200,000 away. The 6 tile white is in Treasures of the Savage Frontier. Okay. Freeze fire. Let's see what we got here. Longbow post 2, I actually will keep that. Is there anything else? Nope. Okay. Let me take a break here and let my dog out, guys. I will be back. Okay, everyone, I am back. Just noticed my picture is on the top, which looks pretty dumb. This down here. There we go. That's better. Okay. Figure out which way I want to go now. Actually, hang on. I think I might know the general direction to go to get the amulet. Let me see if I can figure this out. Monsters. Yeah, this is looking good. This is looking promising. I should keep doing these fights so I can get my levels. Unstable passage. Yeah, this is good. Ooh, griffins. He threw a boulder at us. I don't know if red's where I want to be. Yeah, I don't think this is the right spot. Here we go, back to white. Ah. Oh, shoot, I don't know. I'm gonna keep going right. Black circle attack. Black circle warlock. Decapitated. Destroyed his shield. Destroyed his banded man. That guy's having a bad day. That heavy strength is making a big difference on item damage. Once you get ogre level strength, your chance of doing item damage goes up a lot. Horrifying smells ooze from pools of slime. Back to white. Oh wow, we hardly ever see this picture. Bay Knight's attack. I'm going to use a wand. Well, let's sing. Sing surrender. Failed to produce charm. They'll still lose their turn this round. Okay. Backstab this one. 48 and 68 damage. That guy had a bad day too. Severed his left leg. He died from system shock. Alright, some of this has got to be magical. I need to get my bard to memorize his detect magics. It's probably not going to be able to. It's going to take a while. 24 hours. Ah, he made it. Nice. Trying to do a fix command. There we go. That one's enlarged. Mirror image. Decapitated while he was going down. Poisoned with class C, so that one's going to die next round. Or this round right there. 17 damage. $5,700. Barbarian detected the shield's magical. Oh, rings, okay. Probably rings of protection. Ooh, some dragons mixed in. I'm gonna Sonic Blast these. I don't want to do this. There. Red dragons panicked. Minotaur stunned. Minotaur falls into deep sleep. Okay, so one dragon was not affected. Glad I have all these rings of fire resistance. An afraid dragon, you don't see that every day. Take the hand axe in case it's magical. But actually it wasn't, because the monk wouldn't have picked it up. Because he's limited with magic items. Yeah, this is an old administration building. Okay, we made it to the Black Circle headquarters. Maybe over here. That mirror image did not help him. Assassinate, success. And decapitated the other guy. See a potion. Okay, that's magical. Okay, save. The door is guarded. They attack. Let's use Wand of Ice Storm. What the? He cast Stinking Cloud backwards. He cast it over here. What the heck was that about? That was weird. Never seen that happen. Is he trying some new strategy I'm not aware of? Double backstab on 2 different people. Nice. Flasks. Yeah, no, that's magical there. Barracks. I'm not gonna fight those. They're not gonna give much experience probably. Although if they had magic shields, they might. Officer in the guard. Okay. Open the wardrobe. You find nothing but some old rank clothing. Okay, there's nothing in there. I'm gonna turn on search. Ooh, that was a bad ice storm. 6 damage. Let's see, back to the Vorpal Blade. Backstab. We've got so many backstab opportunities with this party. We've got a total of 3. Bard, Fighter Assassin, and the Acrobat. Yeah. Need any of that. Alright guys, I think I'll do one more fight here. This is the mess hall. Kitchen. Hey, Yor, welcome in. How are you doing? Did you start streaming your latest RPG? And what is it? I know you were doing War of the Lance, which really isn't an RPG. Did you start that one? Oh, you beat War of the Lance. Okay. Which means this game is the next one, he says. All right. So what'd you think of War of the Lance? Sing, surrender. Let's see here. He said, oh, it's not very good. Yes. I agree, but I mean, I'm always hopeful someone will like a game, so I was hoping maybe you'd like it. I was hoping maybe you would like it. This is the next D&D game, but your actual next RPG is Might and Magic 1. Oh, cool. I know you were looking forward to playing Might and Magic 1 because I think you said you played that when you were younger, but you never just beat it. Is that right? Oh, that guy had stone. He either had phantom armor. No, he wouldn't have phantom armor because there's no illusionist here. What's that called? Stone skin. He had stone skin. You don't have a wand? Yeah, there you do. Yep, oh, that's cool. I'm glad you get to play a fun game for once. Trying to get my dog out from behind my chair. She's really old, and there she finally got out. Confused. Let's see. Let's use this one more time. Might Magic 1 will be longer. Yeah, for sure. Especially if you're playing it blind. You liked Wizard's Crown too, but it was just long. Yeah. You liked Fantasy too, right? You played Fantasy 1. Fantasy 3, I'm assuming 2 and 3 be on your to-do list. These guys are untargetable, so they're probably invisible. Fantasy was legit good. Good, I'm glad you've mixed in some games that were fun. Fantasy 2, you think, is after Mind Magic? Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks for giving Yor the shout out there, Jimmy. And welcome. I don't think I saw you yet, Jimmy. How are you doing? You said something right at the beginning of the stream, and then I don't think I saw you since then. So I know you were here in the beginning. Is Kipper streaming right now? Is he still doing his normal Friday stream? Even though he streamed yesterday? Oh, he ended? Okay, gotcha. No, he's been playing Battletech. Okay, so here's the secret door. All right, guys. So next time we'll go through the secret door. We'll finish up the headquarters and see where that goes. Let me see if there's anybody I can raid right now. If you're into that. Can't do Kiffer. He quit. Actually, Dick Dan's is playing a game. He's... Let's send you over his way. He's been streaming Beneath a Steel Sky. Looks like it's kind of an adventure game, which would be kind of cool. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.